Hello everyone, how are you? It's Michael. Thank you so much for stopping back at my channel. And if you are new here, welcome. Today's video, I want to talk to you about MDF. MDF products that we get here in Brazil. The reason for this video, I made these cards. And this Feliz Natal, this Merry Christmas, and this Feliz Natal, these are all MDF sentiments that I used embossing powders on, and then I glued them to the cards. I'm working on a video for this, and I didn't have another Merry Christmas to use, and we drove to the MDF store so that I could pick up some samples to use in my video. And that's where this whole video started from. So this is MDF. So this is a little piece of wood. Okay, it's not very thick. It's about less than 1/8 of an inch thick. Okay, MDF stands for medium density fiberboard. Okay, it's an engineered wood product made from wood fibers, wax, and resin, compressed under high heat and pressure. According to the AI overview on Google. I think most people will think of MDF if you think of like an Ikea store and the furniture that they use. A lot of it is basically MDF with some sort of coating on it, and that's what we put together, right? So here we have a town near us. It's called Paraiso, and it is just filled with probably 50 to 100 stores that sell MDF products. And when I say MDF, I'm going to show you a bunch that I bought used to give you an idea. If you're a card maker or a scrapbooker, you can probably also think about the brand Kaisercraft. Kaisercraft always sells appliques and pieces made out of wood for the scrapbooking and card making industry. So I remember when I lived in New York, Michael's used to sell, I think Prima Marketing would sell a little box with like 9 or 12 compartments inside filled with little pieces of wood like butterflies and flowers and things like that, embellishments to use in our arts and crafts. Well, the first time I walked into an MDF store, my jaw just hit the floor because I thought I had hit pay dirt. This was like dying and going to heaven. There will be a video I will link a video in this post to a video that I put on my YouTube channel. It's just a 2-minute kind of short showing the inside of one of the stores that we went to. So just to whet your appetite, and just so you know, the store that we went to is in the process of moving across the street. So I actually couldn't pick up the Merry Christmas words that I wanted. And the other 2 stores that I went to didn't have Merry Christmas in this format. But I'll be heading back to them soon. So I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of what I bought and why or how I'm going to use it. So this stuff comes from one store that we went to, Paraiso das Caixas, which basically means box paradise. The majority of MDF are boxes in so many different sizes. It just, your head will spin. From little boxes to bigger boxes. I use them all the time in my, when I make mini albums, I will make a mini album to fit inside of a box. So, and you can even buy furniture here that's made out of MDF. But I go for the smaller pieces. Now let's get started. So this is, I wish I had a piece of white cardstock. I kind of do. Okay. So this was a coffee cup with the steam coming out. I'm planning on embossing this maybe in black, and then adhering this to the front of a card with some coffee-related paper and some kind of coffee sentiment. But this is one of the coffee. There is a lot of stuff here with coffee. I just didn't see a lot that really piqued my interest. I'll go here. So this is a lot of them have some Christmas stuff out. This is kind of an inside joke with my friend Justin. I used to have issues with triangle trees. Long story, not worth getting into. I worked it out through therapy, but when I saw these, I kind of chuckled to myself because I want to emboss this with green, maybe some gold on the star, and then I will use some Swarovski crystals here to make some sort of Christmas card as a kind of joke to him. I did pick this up. This was one of the few pieces that I found that actually said Merry Christmas. I don't really know what I'm going to do with this yet. I think this will fit on an A2 card front, or I could make a square card, and I don't know yet. You can these can be you can use like a gesso on this or a primer and then use paint. I like to use embossing powders because it's so much faster. But that's another one. I did pick up this, which is Feliz Natal. This is Merry Christmas in Portuguese, as a kind of ornament. I'm thinking like a piece of branch or something, maybe with this hanging down with some crystals or something. I don't know yet, but this was one of them. I was able to actually find these two. I did not find this font. I think this is in the store that was closed, and this font I picked up at a show a few weeks ago, and I couldn't find this one either. But these will work. These I will definitely emboss with red or white and put on the front of a card, like here. Okay, so I picked up 4 each of these. I'm telling you, if you ever came to Brazil and you are into scrapbooking or anything like that, you will die when you head into these stores with me. Okay, so this actually I saw last year, and I saw it as a much larger piece, and I fell in love with it last year for the same reason that I fell in love with it this year. So this is 2 pieces. You get a solid piece, and then you get this other piece that you put on top. You glue it here. It's meant to be painted, and then it comes with a stand. So this would be, like a piece of home decor for the Christmas holidays. When I saw this last year, it was a much bigger piece. I did see it again this year, but I only got the smaller ones because the idea that I had in my head was that I was going to emboss the 2 pieces, adhere them together, and then fill all of these cavities in with micro beads, or those prills that a lot of people use in shaker cards. Or if you ever had a fish tank, you know that the gravel or the sand on the bottom of a fish tank is sometimes very fine. So I have a box of different colored fish tank sand. I just need to find it, but I was thinking to also do that with this. I did start a sample. I did get the idea going. This is the idea so far. And what I did was I adhered this solid piece with I embossed the solid piece with a dark green embossing powder. Then I embossed this piece with a lighter kind of glittered green embossing powder from my sesh. These are old. This is from Judykins. I don't know. This has to be at least 15, 20 years old. I glued the 2 pieces together, and then I slowly am using glossy accents in each of the cavities, and I'm working color by color, and I'm putting some glossy accents or diamond glaze into the cavities, and then pouring in the micro beads or the prills. I'll show you what I'm using. So it's like this. So these are, I don't even think they're microbeads. They're like, I know them as prill. I don't know if you have a different word for them. This is some glass glitter. Glass glitter? Yes, that I picked up years ago. So this is what I'm using for this. I have a few more cavities to fill, and then I'm going to do a video showing how I did it with these pieces. So I picked up 4 of these because this will fit on the front of a card. I can make a square card. I can even put this in, make like a shadow box type thing so that I have some home decor next year for the holidays. So this was what I did with this. Now I picked this up also because, again, I love the idea of embossing or painting this maybe in black. Here's one of them. And then filling in the cavities here with different colored prills. I think these will be really beautiful, like maybe for a birthday card or for a Mother's Day card. This could be like blue for the water and then different colors in the flowers. I think this is going to turn out to be beautiful. And I will show you guys this once that is done. This was everything from the first store. Then we headed over to another store where I picked up a few more things. This store is called, this is actually a store that, this is, oh my gosh. What is the name of the store? I completely forgot. I will leave a link below in case you're living in Brazil and you're curious. I follow them on Instagram, and last year I found out that they're very close to, not too far from where I live, so we headed over there also. I started with this. I was looking for the Merry Christmas or the Feliz Natal. They didn't have anything. So I picked up this. They only had one, Paz, Amor, Saúde e Harmonia, which is peace, love, health, and harmony. So I will emboss this also for the front of a Christmas card. Okay, so and the costs are like nothing. This was, I think, $2, R$2, which is like 50 cents US. So that's one of them. I picked up some of these MDF tags because I will adhere some paper to them. I'm working on some albums. One is for babies and one is a Christmas album. So I think I'm going to adhere some of the papers to this and adhere these to the front of the albums. This is another one. This is very big here. These kind of faux Polaroid MDF pieces. They did not have a larger size. I really wanted a larger size, but this is one of them. So I could emboss this with black and then just adhere this to an album and put this for the photo. I could also just emboss this with white, or maybe emboss this with white and put something here that says place photo here. But I picked up 2 packages of this for the front of the albums. These are kind of cool. These I picked up because I had a great idea when I was in the store. I guess this is for an ornament. I was actually thinking of this as a shaker element of some sort. Having some paper back here, maybe using some foam tape around the back with acetate and turning this into a shaker card. I also have a lot of holiday stamps, sentiments for the stamps. So I was thinking something like, Feliz Natal would look beautiful on the inside. Oh, wonder how that would work. Let's see. So if we have Feliz Natal I could technically, that might work. This could all be painted or used with embossing powders and turned into maybe an ornament. Okay, that's another idea I have going. I think I'm gonna have to head back to the store soon to pick up some more. These, I picked up these small jars with the flowers coming out. Again, I want to do this with the beads, the prills, for Mother's Day, I think, coming up. These, which can be used either way, but this is just the jar with the hearts, and I have some, let's see, I have some digital clip art from KCS Designs. So I was thinking to do this, emboss this, use the prills to fill in the cavities here, and then maybe have like a flower coming out like this with Happy Mother's Day or Happy Birthday. So this will be another video coming up. These also, okay, so these were the circles. I bought 2 circles. I bought 2 of these different squares. I know they're abstract, modern. I did buy this kit with the different size honeycomb pieces because this comes with a large piece here and then 3 different sized other pieces. This is great. I'm working also on a bee themed album, so this is going to be awesome. I'm going to do this probably in black and then do yellow prills on the inside or yellow glass beads. The same thing with these. I just thought these would look really cool with different colored beads on the inside and just a sentiment. This like on a card front, focusing on the different colored prills and then a sentiment strip or something. I thought that would be kind of cool and different and unique in a way. So that's my MDF haul. I would love it to get your feedback on this. Where do you guys live? Do you guys use MDF in your crafting, in your card making, in your albums? Let me know below. Leave me a comment. Tell me where you're watching from. If you use MDF, if you're here in Brazil, I'll leave links to the stores that I went to in the notes below, and I will leave a link also to there will be a link inside the video to the other video of the store. Okay, so anyway, thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. If you could give me a thumbs up, if you could leave a comment would be great. And it would be great if you would subscribe to my channel because I have a lot more videos. And if you hit that bell, you will receive a notification when the next video goes live. Anyway, thank you so much everyone for stopping by the channel, and I will be back soon. Until then, hugs from Brazil.